Now sometimes we bump into a song or a progression, a very familiar one, and we want to make it sound like ourselves and we want to sound pro. So if somebody hands me a set of changes and says, here, we're going to do a song today. I wrote this song. It's a really great sound. And here's how the chords go. They go E minor to a C and to a G and to a D. Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to put that in front of me and I'm going to play along with this song like this. Okay, well, I play it like this. Is this the way you want it to go? How's that? It's going to be good for your song? Is that good? You want me to? No. You probably don't want to hear that. You'd probably rather hear it played in a pro voicing or in the way you've heard it on records and in other people's songs when you hear it. Amateur. Pro. Close voicing, same chords, but these are being voiced in a more tasteful manner, and it's my taste that's going to do that. So let's do it together. Let's learn how this happens. We are going to start with a progression which is called E minor, C, G, D. Now that is a 6 minor chord, a 4 chord, a 1 chord, and a 5 chord, because in the key of G, wow, that went by quickly, not important, but we're going to look at it because it's in G, and then we're going to base everything around G. We're going to learn these triads because that's all I'm playing. I'm not playing hard chords. I'm playing triads, but I'm moving that bass. So let's take a look at how this happens. We are beginning the root in E minor, but we're playing a G on top of it because we're going to be going back to that sound. Here's what we're doing. Sound familiar? That's right, we've been doing 1, 4, 1, and the 5 chord we did before in major. This is, we're going to voice it close and use the bottom notes to do the work. The right hand's going to do less. Let's take a look at this progression. It's E minor, 7, and then our bass is going to go to C, and then we're going to go back to what's called the tonic of it. Major, and then just a simple triad on the 5. And the reason for that is a real nice sound. They just happen to be next to each other. So let's take a look at this in a couple different keys. Let's start in this key right here. We are going to start with the E minor, and it's going to be an E minor 7, and all we're doing is superimposing a G above it. The G triad we learned, bringing the 5 down here. Here's the G, and then we're going to play a C chord because it's up next, which is a 3, 5, and 8, and then back to the G because it's actually the G chord, and then we're going to play a D triad. On the left hand, let's just do this all by itself because we're going to learn right hand and left hand. E. Look at this work that the left hand's doing. This guy's staying pretty close, but the left hand is moving to the 4 of G, back to the tonic of G. Now why is this in G, but I didn't start there? Because these are things called relative chords, and they probably sound familiar to you. So, in this progression, we are starting with the E minor, playing the G on top. Let's play the upper hand. Here's the triad. Move the upper 5th down to the bottom, so we have this. Now we're going to move very close. We're only going to move 2 fingers to make the C.